You a little bit about emails and some of the etiquette that is acceptable. This came from my experience dealing with the young generation who are newly arriving to the United States for their postgraduate studies. And I hope I will not be too long. It is it's really the first impression about you when you send email to someone. So it's important that you give a good impression in building an academic or formal relationships. So it's proper and common sense that you start with the greeting and closing. Don't make it too personal and too long. That way, you deviate really from the purpose of the email. Make sure that you have the proper email name for yourself. So if your email name is a little bit unusual, you may want to think of changing it. And if it really has your name, first and last name, or some initials that are related to your name, that will probably be the best way. Make sure you are consistent in your name spelling. Don't send a new name for each email. Make sure that your email has a subject. That's very important. Most of the people are very busy, and once they see an email without a subject, they will think it could be a virus, or the person who wrote it doesn't really care, so they tend either to delete it or ignore it. So a subject to be filled, and it's better for that subject to reflect the content of the email. So the person, before he starts reading email, kind of prepare himself on what is coming in the contents. And of course, that's also extremely important. Please pay attention to this point. Make sure that the person you are asking for help or formally you are mailing to is program director or an advisor or someone you are asking for observership or clerkship or and so on, is to pay attention to their name spelling. That's extremely important and extremely common among the foreign graduates, that they really care less about it. So once you mutilate the person's name, you turn them off in helping you. Address others by their proper title and last name. This is the proper title, of course, is a common sense, and their last name, that is what is used here in the United States. So if you know somebody on first name basis and a friend, that's a different story. I'm talking about the formal email that when you are seeking help or looking into observership and clerkship and so on. So the last name is the proper name you address the person with. Of course, you identify yourself. The person doesn't know you and you have not exchanged emails in the past. Don't get into the personal stuff and ask about the family and so on. Just be direct, short regarding the purpose of your email. People don't have too much time to really read, they have a lot of other things to do. Of course, when you receive an answer, make sure that you thank the person for his or her help and you thank them for the response. Sometimes it may be needed to follow up with another email. You will notice that here the phone calls are not really necessary most of the time. Sometimes you need them, but this is not a verbal society as we used to. So this is documentation society. So email the person, and if you need to follow up with another email, that is fine. And at last, this is my last slide. Make sure that you include adequate information. If you are upset, this is also very important. If you are upset and emotional, do not send the email. Wait a day, read it, and read it again before you send it. I hope that you get something out of these basic observations about the emails. And I'm very sorry if you felt that they are common sense and you know them and I insulted your intelligence. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you later, inshallah. Thank you.